Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Red, and I'm chatting with Milky today. With getting into music and stuff, I've kind of always done theater and always been around music my whole life. I was like super interested in it, and I kind of found my own way into it. My friend actually introduced me to like music and sound production and stuff, which was really cool, and that was about when I was like 13, and he had this version of Ableton, and we just spent all night running that, and that was really, really cool. And that's kind of where my passion started for music prod and like really wanting to do stuff for myself and starting to create my own world, my own vision. But I kind of always wanted to be a pop star, like seeing Justin Bieber and like Britney Spears and shit. And now getting a bit older and being more excited by different rock genres and different hip hop artists like Tyler the Creator and stuff, it's like really, really inspiring, keeps pushing me to be like more in that lane and do my own stuff and keep going bigger and better. So yeah. A lot of these songs I wrote when I think all of them I wrote when I was 18. So it was my first time getting into studios. I had just finished high school and I was still kind of like discovering myself a lot. It was like a very interesting time in my life because I was starting to figure out who I was. I was actually learning about stuff that I wanted to learn about. A lot of this tape is just me learning who I am and like kind of self-discovery, and like it was the first time I felt like I could be really authentic. School takes it out of me so much, bro. And as soon as I left that space and I was able to be myself, and I was actually celebrated for being myself. Like, you know, I signed a record deal. I was like traveling. I was meeting so many cool people and I was being rewarded for being me. So yeah, I think that's what the tape is. It's all about authenticity and not being afraid to be yourself. There's a lot of lines that talk about, you know, the world's fucked up and everything sucks and whatever, and just trying to be yourself through it and like whatever in a not corny way. I swear to God, it's not corny, bro. It's actually tight. But yeah, that's what the tape is, and is for me, and like, you know, where my head was at during the development stages. A huge part of the themes for me for this whole project was just being very comfortable with where I was at in my life. It's very self-referential of things going on in my own world, like literally just being a teenager, nothing crazy. I think sometimes, well, I think for me, I look at so many bigger artists who have whole albums and whole projects and they're like fully fleshed out and crazy ideas and concepts. I think I wanted to keep it really base and like introduce people to who I am. I was looking at all these bigger artists and I wanted to start off in a much simpler way. I didn't want to complicate anything. I felt like this tape is also an introduction for myself to myself. So letting me be who I want to be, not overthinking anything, and really being like quite comfortable in my own skin. So a lot of the themes and stuff is just about being yourself. Like, you know, on a song like Bad Days, like the song is literally just discussing things that are happening in my life at the time. Like, I signed a deal, I finally got a girlfriend, I'm traveling the world, like the world's still shit, like fucking Donald Trump somehow is in power, like everything's fucking up, but I'm still gonna have my own life, I'm still gonna have fun, like there's so much good happening in my own world, and I'm gonna take it as it comes. I love music. Like, I'm just a very big fan of music, so I'm not really too fussed about genre, especially with stuff that I listen to. Like, I go from Death Grips to musical theater to Olivia Rodrigo to Cheerleader Roadkill to Two Hollows to McGee. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not really too stuck in a lane with what I listen to. So I think when I was creating a sound for myself, I was more focused on trying to bring my energy to the forefront of the sound. I think the connecting thread throughout everything, I think, is just me, and I want people to be able to connect with, you know, the themes in it, the energy that I can bring to a song. So yeah, when I was like putting them together, originally I was overthinking it, and I was like, I have to stay consistent, I have to have like this, that, and I think that artists can do that all the time. They get in their own head and they like tell themselves they have to be niche or like this one specific thing. But I was like, no, I love music, and I think people who get it will get it. I don't want to put myself in a box, especially moving forward. Like, I'm already trying different stuff, and I want to keep experimenting and keep pushing where I think I am at. And yeah, I'm inspired by people every day as well. Like, I hear a genre or like a style that I had never heard before, and I'm like, shit, I want to make something like that. So I think that will keep happening for every single project, every single I ever do moving forward. But yeah, I didn't want to be too in my head about crafting that. Yeah, it was really cool. Every song kind of came about its own way. You know, some songs I started off with just like playing bass and building it from there and doing drums. Some I had a vocal idea that kicked everything off, or a lyric idea that I really wanted to like hone in on. Some were made in my bedroom, others were made in studios, others were made in kitchens. You know, every song kind of came about its own way. And I think the really cool thing is I have a handful of collaborators on this project who produced the songs with me. I think it was really cool being able to tap into their energy as well. Like, all those guys are the homies, like they're my besties. And it's really cool to see, you know, what collaboration can do, because I was so used to making music in my own room. And exploring and leaving that space, I found that music can be created in so many different ways. I was in such a box beforehand. I was always making music in my room. It was the beat first and then the lyrics. But yeah, every song has its own journey. And I think that kind of reflects in how each song ended up coming out. Like, they were all different and had their own little niches and pockets and stuff. So yeah. I think it's very interesting how much being in a different city changes everything. Like, obviously LA and New York, different coasts and whatever, but to me it still is not home. So it's still different. They're both still in that pocket. When I was in LA, like, even some of the demos I was making when I was writing those songs, I was like making like LA music. I don't know how to explain it. Like, everything was like a little bit warmer, like everything was a little bit more fun, you know, and there was a lot more like variation in the production in that sense, and that pushed me into a whole different niche. And then I found in New York, I was like, the song that I made in New York was, I played the instruments on, like, which I hadn't done on any other song. I played almost all the instruments, which is really, really cool. And like that kind of like do it yourself like attitude about New York, and like get out, go get it sort of thing. It was a bit grittier as well. So definitely I think the city's influence, especially as someone who I would say I'm a bit of a sponge when I'm around people. I soak up a lot, and I'm quite observant of other people. So I think that I took a lot of that on subconsciously, and it's great because it gave the tape variation, and it gave like different energy and characteristics. Also, just working with people from those cities does so much. Brittany 03, Bad Days, and RAUNCH. They're my three. It would be the most crazy energy, I guarantee, you've probably ever seen at a show. I can almost bet on that. There's probably only like, unless you've seen like Tyler the Creator or JPEG, I feel like I'm going to be pretty confident in saying I'll probably be the rowdiest performer. And it's also going to be the most accepting and positive energy like in the room. I think my whole show is just about having fun and just like, come as you are, have a good time. We're all going to get really sweaty and stinky, so don't overthink it. And we'll have a great time. I think if a show doesn't have a sense of community, then I don't think it's quite a great show. I want to be able to go out and speak to people after every show, chat, enjoy it, have a few drinks with you guys afterwards, maybe beforehand. You'll probably catch me in the mosh at some point with the opener. I don't even know. It's going to be a great vibe though. Tyler the Creator, Olivia Rodrigo, Two Hollis. Two Star and the Dream Police, Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, the deluxe version, estate sale. Spider-Verse, the second one. Fuck. Oh my god, fuck. Oh, that was sick, yeah. Both. Boyfriend, Justin Bieber. Tame Impala. Two Hollis. Sideshow, Melbourne. Spice Girl. Sexy Spice. MSG, just because I want to quote Tyler the Creator and say MSG sellout. Fuck these niggas, yap out. Either Call Me Maybe. I still want to do Sally When the Wine Runs Out. I'm yet to see that at a karaoke bar, and it makes me fucking devastated. McGee. Dude, calm the fuck down. Like, it's okay. Miss Major Speaks. I don't know. I don't have one. I'd probably sit there in silence and panic because I'd be scrolling through my like account. Yeah. When I was copying Michael Jackson at home 24/7, I bought his CD and I had a freaking blazer and one glove. And I was like, this is it. This is what I want to be.